Hey guys! I wanted to come chat today about how you really get quotes and links in huge business publications like Forbes and Entrepreneur and Inc. and Success and Fast Company. And really it's true for any publication where you want to get quoted, not just the ones I've named here, but I knew that those were the ones that would grab your attention a little bit. So I want to jump in. I know I haven't been live here in the group in a while. I was advised to start going live more often from my business page, but to be quite honest, I get so much more engagement from you all because I don't know if it's the way Facebook works as far as the notifications go, or if you guys just like me more than the people who like my page. But I tend to see more of you when I go live here. And I've also had this hang up where like I won't go live if I haven't done my makeup. So I have zero makeup on right now. And I've just decided that you guys would rather hear from me and get the value with no makeup than not get anything from me at all. So on those days when I'm so busy with client work that I don't have time to put like a full face of makeup on, I am just gonna go live anyway, and you guys are just gonna see me like this. So there we go. All right, I know a few of you started to jump on live now. I wanted to make sure Facebook had time to tell you that I was here in live before I got into the good stuff. Okay, so let's go. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was a big article that came out earlier this week. I'm trying to remember what the name of the website was. The Outline, I think is what it was called. And it was like an expose on how a contributor at Fast Company came forward and said that he had been including like links and mentions to companies. He'd been getting paid to do it. And as someone who writes for these sites, I'm a contributor at Forbes and at Fast Company. I can tell you I get like a dozen emails a week from people offering to pay me anywhere from like $50 to $300 to mention their client in my piece and link to it. And I can honestly say I have never once ever accepted money from anyone for that. Because it is against the terms of service for all of those outlets where you would be a contributor. So if you are somebody who's contributing to one of these sites, please, please, please don't take money for something like that. And actually, I'm gonna grab my phone, guys, because the last few times I've gone live on my iPad, it doesn't show me your comments. So I'm just gonna pull up on my phone because I don't wanna miss any comments from you all. Ooh, and it's right here at the top of my feed. How nice is that? So, if you're a contributor, please don't ever accept that because that's a really good way to get it yanked. And now they're really, really looking at it because this expose came out where this Fast Company writer admitted to taking the payment. Sorry, I'm looking down, guys. I'm trying to get into the workshop here so that I can see your comments. Okay, so the moral of the story is you shouldn't be paying to get these kind of links either. So if you talk to a publicist other than me who is going to be pitching you to outlets, make sure you're clear on how their relationship with writers and editors works and that they're not paying to get you these placements because it's not acceptable. It's not allowed. So how do you get links and quotes in these outlets if you can't just go to somebody and pay to do it? Now, yes, you might pay a publicist like me to do it for you, but I'm not turning around. You guys can see I'm like missing nail polish on half my nails. Terrible. I haven't had time to do that. I'm so busy with clients this week. But you're paying me for my connections, for my relationships, for the research, for the outreach that I'm going to do on your behalf. So for example, this morning, my junior publicist was working with one of our new clients. He said he'd really like to be mentioned or quoted in, I think it was TechCrunch and Wired. So here's what we do. We go to TechCrunch and Wired and we start looking for writers on those sites who have written about topics that are similar to what my client does. So my client, that client in particular, does sales funnels and online marketing strategies. So we're looking for writers who have written about that previously. We know they already have some level of interest in it. Then we are going to hunt down their email address. Then we are going to email them and we're going to say, we read your recent piece on XYZ. We have a client who's in this space. If you're working on any future pieces about sales funnels, we would love for you to consider him as a source. Here's his background. And then we give the background. We do this for dozens of publications, for dozens of clients. It takes a lot of time. What you're paying for isn't for me to go pay a writer to place you in a piece. You're paying for my team to leverage our existing relationships with writers and editors, or to do that outreach to get you in front of those writers. Okay, we're not sending press releases either. Don't even get me into the whole press release thing. If you want to know why I hate press releases, I've got a whole nother live I did on that. I can link for you down in the comments. But you don't get into those publications by paying someone, by paying the writer to include your link. These outlets are going to start cracking down on it. I'm a contributor at Fast Company. We already got an email about it this morning. We've all been threatened that we will lose our contributorships if we participate in this. They've told us they have identified publicists, PR companies, content marketing companies that are paying the writers. They are tracking and cross-referencing, and pieces are getting taken down. As a matter of fact, I think that piece that's in, I think it's called The Outline, talked about a Forbes writer who's already had most of their pieces taken down, and I bet they won't be a Forbes writer anymore. But every piece where it was found that they received compensation, those have all been taken down. So just want to make sure that you guys are getting your quotes, mentions, links in appropriate ways. I want to check the comments to see if you guys have left any, because it's gotten to where my iPad doesn't show me your comments, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't see anything, so hopefully when I get off of the live, I don't see a whole bunch of notifications where I missed stuff. I know it's my first time going live in the group in a while, so it probably didn't notify that many of you that I was live, but I'm going to start trying to jump in here every day and tell you about a little something. Even if it means coming on here with no makeup and half my nail polish missing. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You still got valuable information, even if I wasn't fun to look at. So I will try and jump back in tomorrow with another tip or trick. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the day. Thank you.